Hi, my name is Yishai. I'm a rising 10th grader at Frisch, and the project I chose was Raspberry Pi image recognition. My first milestone was getting the Raspberry Pi set up and the camera and image recognition aspects of my project to work together. You can see that this is the control, and I coded the Raspberry Pi so that when that code runs, it tells the camera attached to the Raspberry Pi to take a picture, this code. Then it stores that picture in the color.jpg. So the code for image recognition then looks at the picture that was just taken. So down here, and the Pi will then identify certain parts of the picture and state percentages of what is present in that picture. So as you can see, it says 75% golden retriever because the picture is pretty blurry, but it's still correct. These two codes can be controlled from the control.py, and then that can run as long as I would want it to. So it could have got continued, but I said no. So there were some problems with the code that I was using for both the camera and the image recognition, but after editing it and downloading some Python libraries, I was able to fix it. There were also frequent problems with the connection between the Raspberry Pi, this, and the computer that the code is on. But if, after the connection hasn't been reinstated after a few seconds, I unplugged it and replugged the Raspberry Pi into its power source, and that usually worked pretty well. The next step for this project is to add in facial recognition so that the Raspberry Pi can recognize and find any faces that are in the picture it took. Hopefully, if I'm able to do that, I will be able to add an unlock feature to something like a lock that would use facial recognition to open it, or have something like an Instagram filter on the picture.